According to Common Sense Media, 50% of teens said that they feel addicted to their phones, meaning that only 50% of teens are actually self-aware enough to know that they are. See, look, I was one of them. If somebody walked up to me 10 days ago and asked, "Are you addicted to your phone?" I would have said no. But recently I realized that I actually am. See, addictions are weird because they happen over time, and so it's hard to see like the big picture or like bigger habits that have started to happen because it's been so gradual. But yeah, I mean, my phone was the last thing I looked at night and the very first thing I looked at in the morning, and oftentimes for like an hour both morning and night. And like throughout the day, just on my phone, if I had to guess, probably, I don't know, 3.5 hours each day. I think that this whole revelation started to happen when one time I went and I looked at my YouTube watch history for the day, because I was like, you know what, I've been on YouTube a lot today, and I did the math of how many minutes I had been watching, and it was like over 2 hours. And I had no idea. It was like 30 videos or more. I just kept counting. And that is in addition to being on my phone doing other stuff throughout the day, so who knows how long I was actually on my phone every single day. But yeah, it was the first thing I thought about when I woke up in the morning. If I did not have my phone on my bedside, I would get agitated. I mean, that is an addiction. But it was like the perfect storm because I was losing sleep and getting really, really tired throughout the day because I was on my phone so much throughout the day and at night that I wasn't getting the proper hours of sleep. And even if I was getting like 7 hours of sleep, it was like I was going to sleep really late, you know, like 1 a.m., which, I mean, you're going to be tired if you're going to sleep at 1 a.m. Even if you're waking up later, you're just going to be tired throughout the day. That's how it always has been with me, at least. But I found that I was just getting really, really agitated and just being in a bad mood throughout the day because, like, the day just seemed so crazy short, and I just felt like I couldn't really get anything done throughout the day. And it was because I was probably spending like 4 hours a day on my phone, and it's not like just a block of time and then I'm not thinking about my phone after that. It was like throughout the day, it's distracting me from things that I'm trying to get done. It just really started to completely destroy me, and my sleep schedule was terrible. Like, I basically just missed the entire morning, and then this whole vicious cycle kept going where I felt like I was behind in my tasks I wanted to get done, so I looked at my phone to procrastinate more, and then I I would stay up late and look at my phone. It was a total disaster. So one day I had basically just reached my breaking point. I had had enough. I could not do this one more day because I was starting to lose my mind. So I basically just honestly completely started to hate myself, and I realized at that point that the habits that I had picked up over time needed to completely stop immediately. So all this is going on in my brain, and then in the middle of one of my YouTube addict binges, I happened upon a video of a Navy SEAL talking about why everybody should wake up at 4:30 a.m.
They're good habits. Why would you not wake up at 4:30?
Well, what does this bring to you?
Waking up early, you just get a jump on the day. Because what are you doing at night most of the time? Most of the time at night, you're not working on anything super productive and watching stupid YouTube videos. Don't do that. Instead, go to sleep and then wake up early.
And that is exactly the video that I needed to watch in order to break this habit. As soon as I see something that strikes a chord with me, I am all in. I'm doing it. So that same night, I told myself I would do a few things differently that sadly I knew were going to be very hard, but that I knew were going to help me immensely in the long run. The first thing was that I committed to charging my phone in another room, not right at my bedside. The second thing was I forced myself to actually shut off my phone 1 hour before I laid down. The third thing was I set a bedtime of 10 p.m. and told myself I would lay down at 9:45. Number 4, when I woke up, I was not going to turn on my phone for 3 hours. This is a formula that I have been following for a week now, and let me tell you, it's gonna sound melodramatic, but it has literally changed my life. That first night, it was actually a little easier than I thought it was gonna be, because I had put my phone in another room to charge. Like, I didn't feel that urge of grabbing it at night. It was just kind of hard to fall asleep that early because I was so used to going to sleep at like 1 a.m. But I forced myself to go to sleep that early because I was determined to wake up at 5 a.m. 4:30, that wasn't gonna happen. That seems a little too early, honestly. Just instinctively, that's kind of early. But 5 a.m. it was, and but it was strange. Like when I woke up in the morning, I did not feel the urge to look at my phone. And I think the reason was, it's stupid, but the reason was there was an extra step. I couldn't just pick it up and swipe. I had to pick it up and actually physically turn it on. It was an extra step that was unusual for me, so I didn't instinctively want to do it. So this went on for a week, and it was surprisingly really easy to break the habit. A habit that seemed completely unbreakable was broken in less than a week. Like, if you can just get through that first night of putting your phone in another room, shutting it off, it gets so much easier. And the new habits that you form are actually a lot of fun and way more fulfilling. Like now, I sit out here on the back porch for an hour or so and I just read, something I never felt like I had time to do because I was always behind on projects I was doing. But I read an entire book in 1 week, something that's unheard of for me. And it just took a few simple actions to actually make it happen. Let me tell you, a week of forcing myself to put my phone away and wake up at 5 a.m. has had tremendous benefits. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. My attention span is so much better. I can remember stuff now. Like, that's an actual side effect to phone addiction. You just can't remember stuff anymore. I've exercised way more as well. It's like the second thing that I do in the morning after I read. And it's a great way of just getting it out of the way, because if you wait, you might not do it. My mood has also been dramatically better. I mean, even my wife Sarah has told me that I just seem like a happier person. Like, sleep deprivation will destroy you. Also, the days just feel so much longer. I mean, when you wake up and it's dark and then you watch the sunrise, that's a lot of hours until the sun goes down. Like, you're not wasting 3 hours when the sun is up sleeping. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that extra 3 hours, like, changes everything about the day. I also just feel way more awake during the day. I don't get tired. I used to be tired all the time. I'm not tired anymore. I barely ever yawn. And it sounds dumb, but just sitting outside for like an hour and just looking at birds flying, you know? Look, just enjoying nature. The human brain was meant to do that. Like, just having a quiet, slow morning when nobody else is awake. It's one of the most rejuvenating things that I have ever done. I also just get way more stuff done during the day because I don't feel like the day is running away from me. I feel like I am in control of the day. It doesn't control me. And throughout the day, I don't feel like I want to grab my phone every 5 seconds because I started my day out on the right foot. It's kind of like a game. How long can I go without looking at my phone? It's actually kind of fun. Like, I'm not telling you that you need to wake up at 5 a.m., that is the magic time, but I'm just saying, try and put your phone away at night. Try and wake up an hour and a half earlier than you wake up now if you wake up late, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying not to exaggerate, but it's hard not to seem like I'm exaggerating when I'm telling you just how dramatic of a change it has been in just 1 week. Like, I want you out there, I want you to try this, because you will be a happier person, you will be a nicer person, you'll be a way more effective person throughout the day. I guarantee it. Waking up at 5 a.m. is changing my life, and I can only encourage you, if you feel the same way that I felt 7 days ago, please change up your habits. Try this. It will make you a better person. All right, I have a lot of stuff I gotta do, like edit this video and put it out, so I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.